Hello, hello, hello. We have no viewers yet, so I'm just going to hang here for just a bit. Attached to me so I don't choke myself like I've done in the past. Whew, happy Sunday. How's everybody? Interesting. I have no viewers, but I have a like. That doesn't make any sense. Facebook, what the hell you doing? Hi. Please feel free to comment. Hi, Miss Miranda. So what's interesting, it's going to be the first time that I am going to put a priority reading on for people. So those who are my subscribers. Now, what's interesting is it's supposed to tell me who my subscribers are on here, and it's not. But I know who some of them are. So if you are a subscriber, you are welcome to ask your questions first, and then we'll open it up to see if I can answer some questions for other people. Always for the highest and greatest good, always to do no harm. And I was just thinking I'm going to answer questions. My guide just pulled me to this little piece of paper. So this is a little game I like to play with people. It is quite fun, and it teaches you, or it helps you get out of your head. So, and I wasn't intending on doing this. It's funny. It says help others. Isn't that interesting? So I wasn't planning on doing this, but I think it's really a fun little tool. So I don't know what to do. I'm overthinking this. I just can't get out of my freaking head. The most beautiful thing for you to do. So maybe, should I switch jobs? You're going to write yes or no on a piece of paper. Cut it out, fold it up. What I do is I put both the yes and the no in my hand. I shake them up, and then I put one in each hand so I don't know what is where. And then I ask that question, should I switch jobs? And then I focus on the hand. Oh, let's go with the left hand, and whatever that is for you. It is a great way to get it out of ego. One thing that you can do before doing that is just always ask for the highest and greatest good, always to do no harm, and to connect with your guides and angels that have your best intention at heart, that want to help you succeed in this life, okay? So get very specific about that kind of a thing. Kimberly Curtis is a subscriber. Hold on. Hold, please. Are you new, sweetheart? Are you a new subscriber? That's exciting. So there's several new, just opening up a website real quick. Hold, please. Something you guys might also do today is just pay attention to, no, how do I want to say that? I might get angel numbers for you. If I do, there's a website, sacredscribe.blogspot.com, something similar to that is a great place to look those up. Also, animal messengers may come up for some of you. Okay. And I will answer that question though. Intuition is a psychic ability. Okay, clear knowing, clear sensing, clear feeling, clear seeing, clear hearing. Those are all psychic abilities. They're called clairs. I think you are also the first person who's responded from YouTube. So I am excited that that's finally people are viewing from that aspect. Yeah. Okay, hold please. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. And Miss Kimberly, have you joined my group yet? I have a special group just for subscribers. Subscribe, you get invited to that. Okay, moving on. All right, you guys. So, Miss Mary, hello. I guess I didn't say hello to everybody, and sometimes that upsets people. So, Miranda, Wendy, Jamie, Jill, Cindy, Emma, Wendy. Those, those are different Wendy's, by the way. Jennifer, Haley. I don't think I said hello to Kimberly, so hello. Brown, Anthony, good morning. Shannon, Dawn, Jill, hello. Miranda, Jennifer, hello. Deborah, Mary, Roxanne, Paula, Jay. So a lot of these are already Jennifer, Arva. I know you guys are subscribers. Mary, I know you are subscribers. If you have questions, you guys get to ask them. I do want to just, again, shout out to those who are showing support by subscribing to my page. And I definitely want to make sure that you guys are getting your money's worth. Okay, so I appreciate you so much. Uh, Again, I'm going to just wait a little bit and let the subscribers ask their questions first. So subscription to my page is actually paid subscription. You sign up. There is a link in the heading of this. And so I wonder if I can get a link for you. Well, it's on the heading, so we're going to leave it there. Mary, yes, 4. Mary, yes, I hear 4. They said take it outside. Mary, they're pulling me to my right, feeling some physical issues going on, but they're pulling me to that right. Josie, watching me from the lake. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, what a great day to be outside. Seems sunny, like yesterday was icky. Today is beautiful. And I happen to know Josie, so I know she's in the same state I'm in. Or, well, she lives in the same state. I don't know if you're in a different state right now, but so blah, 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 blah. Subscribers are being super quiet. It's pretty broken up. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. Being out in the sticks would be. Mary, I keep getting pulled to that elbow for you. 8 inches of fresh snow in Wisconsin. Oh my heavens. How you doing with that? Is that like a blessing? Or because I know a lot of people absolutely love the snow. And then there's some of us that are like, I'm done. We got snow early this year in Washington. We've had snow since Thanksgiving, and it's finally starting to melt. And then, of course, turning into a mud pit. And now it's frozen, thank God. So my dogs aren't as muddy when they come in the house. Miranda, for you, what I'm hearing is put your guard down. Put your guard down. Miranda Wise, like you're blocking, you're putting your dukes up, kind of is what I feel for you right now. And you may not realize you're doing that intentionally, but it's okay to relax a little. And I want to tell you to do that. You do have the masculine with you. It feels like a dad. So if your dad is alive, I would say it's a grandpa, but I do get this masculine. Boy, but I hear father figure. When they give me father figure, it is, if it's your dad, then he wasn't very close to you. He was more like a father figure. But if it was a stepdad and they give me a father figure, then they stepped up to be the father for you. Hope that makes sense. And then I'm going to give the number 23, 23, and tell Tristan happy belated birthday for me. It is hard to maneuver when doing horse chores. Oh my gosh, Roxanne. And are you the one that has the temps dropping to below zero? Yeah, we're going to get down to 2 this week, I think, 2 degrees, and I'm not looking forward to that. It's not my favorite. I've been wondering how Spice would react to a puppy since Snap Pass. Oh, it won't take away from her. I hear it will add to it. And boy, that pulls me right to the stomach, to the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. Um, there's a lot of healing that still needs to take place for you, sweet, sweet, sweet soul. Okay. That's for Sue. Sue Shockley, Myra. Happy Sunday, Miss Amber. Mary Beth Heidringer, vivid dreams. Things must be opening. Things are opening up, you guys. We are absolutely. I wanted to say the word business shifts and a lot of things coming in for us, a lot of changes for us. Tab, for you, what I'm getting is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I hear row your hoe. So, or hoe your row. It's time to take charge, to step into your power and to take charge and stop allowing things to occur. You may be sometimes we go with the flow and we allow things, but other times we have to be in the driver's seat. I feel your driver's seat. It's time to take action on something. Okay. Arva. So I know you're a subscriber. I'm all over the place. What's going on in the universe? I try to ground myself a few times today. I try to put little compacts I tried my little compacts up. Keep energy away from me. Any advice? Thank you. Okay. Well, they're saying with instead of sitting in your own power. Oh, snap. Well, there's that. Um, they're saying it is important that you believe in miracles. They're saying it's because you're so much in your head that you're trying to force. And they're showing me, oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, Miss Arva, they are showing me something that I used to have come up in my mind when I would it would come up because I was starting something new that kind of scared me a little bit. So I would have this face pop up, like that little scary girl. I know. And it would send me running. I'm like, nope, nope. And then I would avoid those things. And then I got so sick of it and so tired of being afraid that I was like, not today, some bitch, not today. I'm going in. And so I called in my team of guides and angels. I invoked Jesus. I will go to Jesus if I get scared. I'm telling. So I invited Jesus to step into my energy, and I also invited Archangel Michael to help me. And what I decided to do, I brought light to it. I brought it into the light. I'm not pushing it into the dark anymore. Now I'm going to look at it. And the reason I feel like that's coming up for you, Arva, is you need to bring these things in and look at it. And don't beat yourself up if you're feeling a little scattered or up here. Allow this process. Sometimes we think we have to do something a certain way. I have to do this. I have to do this. No, you don't. Allow. It's okay for you to allow. If you feel like you're not able to meditate or you're not able to ground your energy right now, maybe even get yourself a piece of hematite. I don't have any right here at my desk, or I would show you what that is. I'm lying. Yes, I do. Get yourself a piece of hematite and you can meditate with this, or you can put it in your bra. It is best against your skin. And for dudes, you can put it in your pocket, okay? Wherever that works for you. Okay, hematite. That will also help you ground. They're also telling me Arva lapis might be really good for you too. That helps with the heart center, the throat chakra, and the heart chakra. Hi, Miss Cindy. Take the change. There's something good coming for you. Take the opportunity. That's for Emma Whitefoot. Oh, I love the bat visit. I hope you look that up. Okay, so remember it earlier when I was saying there's going to be stuff that comes up for us and we need to have certain links ready. I am going to go look at bat spirit messenger. So animals can be messengers. It could be a totem or it can be a spirit animal. There is a difference. A messenger is just something that comes in and said, this is what's going on in your energy. You need to look at this and pay attention to it. So bat spirit messenger. And the website, let me just post this so you guys can see it. Bat says, in order to transform the situation, you must talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel. Find somebody you're comfortable with and share your feelings or your emotions. Another thing that you can do is write those down, because we don't always want to share things with other people. There's going to be times when we don't. Okay. It says, in this case, bat symbolism is almost always putting you on notice of a significant change in your life. Explicitly, you must pay attention to the sign. Boom. Well, there's that. Okay. Hi, Miss Tracy. Wendy McMacken. This is part of your journey, they're telling me. So you may be going through a process where you're like, I don't even know if I'm on my path. The first thing I get for you is that this is part of your journey, right where you need to be, they said. And you're opening up as well. And I feel like you're going through an ascension process because they're pulling me to the chest and that heart chakra. And I wanted to do this, like an opening. That's beautiful. Tanya Powell, it's been months and I'm still feeling stuck and heavy-minded. So what I hear is, what have you done for yourself lately? What things have you done to motivate yourself and to assist yourself in raising your vibration? What things are you listening to music that lifts you up? Are you, I would stay away from the shit on television. If anytime you watch violence, that lowers your vibration. Anytime you watch somebody hurting somebody, which is dirt, sorry. So basically, let's double down on violence. When we see somebody mistreating or mishandling animals, or we see all the things, those animal commercials also can lower our vibration because it can break our hearts to know that something like that is happening. So avoiding television, avoid the news, avoid conflict. And that's hard to do because we're humans and conflict is literally part of our life. In fact, well, it can be part of our life. I've seen it for what it is. But when you're really struggling, I wouldn't be listening to that stuff. Also, if you're stuck, there is nothing wrong with going to therapy, finding a therapist, a psychiatrist, any kind of ist that you need. But find someone who can help you, find somebody you're comfortable working with, okay? Meditation is also huge, especially when we're going through a lot of depression. One side effect of meditation, though, is when we start to look within, those answers come up. And sometimes there's things we want to avoid. We should. Because the stuff that we've pushed down and we've hidden is the stuff that's causing our frustrations and our anxiety. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Miss Jennifer, I know that you are a subscriber as well. Okay. I just heard, how long do I have to put up with this? And then I heard 2 more times. So to me, that's pretty significant. So when my children were little, somebody would always eat all of whatever, like all the candy, all the desserts, all the ask. My son would always say, I only had 2. So for me, for 2 more times, it means as long as it's gonna continue happening until it's addressed. So whatever's going on in your life, it's time for you to look at it. And that seems to be the theme for today, you guys. So if I don't come to you directly, I would tell you, look at whatever's going on in your life. This is the time. Look at it. Don't hide from it. Don't run from it. If you're getting triggered by shit, and I just had a post on just made a post on this the other day. I mean, we do walk away, but there's also times when we don't. And if you're always walking away from everything, you're going to keep having problems. Why does this keep happening? I keep walking away because you're not dealing with it. So it's triggering you, it's triggering something inside of you. It's time to look at that shed. Feel it to heal it. Feel it to heal it. Okay. Miss Juliet, I do have a website. It is right there, melissahenian.com. You can schedule appointments through my website. So I have all of my appointments in one place. So every day when I wake up, I put my schedule and I know these are people I'm connected with today. Okay. Subscriptions, and not everybody I've connected with today have a subscription with me, just for the record. But I am giving them the priority. I think they deserve that. Okay. So I do run subscriptions through my Facebook page right now. Again, there is a link at the beginning of this video, at the header of this. But also on my Facebook page, there's a tab that says Subscriber Hub. And if you click there, it should take you to more information about what's offered if you join my subscription service. Okay. Again, that's completely offered through Facebook. It's something that they do. Okay. Hi, Miss Angela. Connie, feels like I am looking for guidance for my gelding. He has been struggling since our mare departed, and I cannot. What I hear is sage. Did you already ask? Because I had somebody else ask me that. I cannot seem to get clear guidance on what he needs, if anything. You also might consider a reading. It doesn't have to be with me. It can be with anybody you're comfortable working with. But if you feel like you're struggling, it will behoove you to spend the time and energy to get a full session for him. But I also feel like, okay, I'm going to have you do this. Connie, I want you to go out to the gelding. Make sure you're in a good state. So that brings love into your heart. So you think of the thing you love the most and you think of the thing that you receive the most love. Okay. Although I will tell you what raises our vibration more is when we send love out. So think of where you send the most love and allow yourself to be in the state of love. I know it kind of sounds like, well, whatever, but I'm not lying. Do it. Do it. And then I want you to go out with your gelding. And what I would have you do is place a hand on each side of him, of his withers. So you'll stand just behind his shoulder, and you're going to small, of course, you're going to be down here. But if he's big, okay. And then I just want you to breathe and see how long he lets you stay there. If he walks away, that's okay. Don't force, you don't want to force him to stay. Give him permission and just ask, can I connect with you? And just feel what is going on. So do that. And then make note of what you felt. Oh my gosh, I'm angry at this. And it may not even be connected to the mare that passed. It could be connected to something else. Pay attention to that. Trust how you feel. If you're unable to, if you're like, I did it, I don't get anything, that's okay too. That's when you would go to an intuitive or a communicator, okay? But I also keep wanting to tell you to sage him. So you can sage the area the horse passed in if it was on your property. We have had to cross a couple of our geldings, and that happened on my property, and I did sage the area. They would not go into it. Right? Nope. I saw what happened over there. I'm not dealing with that shit. Miss Kathy. Hello. Yes. Oh, Arva, bless your heart, in my head, Faye. Oh, I am like 8 minutes behind. I'm going to scroll down. So I'm missing some of your conversations. I do sometimes, as the week progresses, when I have some time and I'm like, oh, I should see if I can answer. I do sometimes pop on and go through the questions that have already been asked. If I do that, I usually try to tag you so that you can see it. I can't guarantee I'm going to do it, but there's an opportunity. So you're saying there's a chance. Yes, I am. Points for anybody who can tell me what movie that's from. Connie, no, I didn't ask yet. Oh, okay. So somebody else with a similar situation. Okay. Christina just wants something. Christina Hernandez, I'm going to give you the number 13, honey. The number 13. Miss Myra, I'm going to give you 5. 5 is all about changes. 5. Myra Mora Anguiano, because that's okay. And what I showed with her animal, with her horse on the withers, you guys can do that with your dogs and your cats as well. And I do hear with birds also, so I don't know if somebody watching has birds, but I don't necessarily know that I would be grabbing the bird. I might just hold the energy out here, but I also kind of feel like they're going to try to get you. Okay. Hi, Miss Sue. We need to schedule some events in Spokane, by the way. I should probably be reaching out to you soon. Give you heads up. Ashley Wilson, I would look up the number 8. That's seeing the dog. But what I feel like is almost like maybe somebody is leading you around. You know, when they have a leash on a dog, a collar on a dog, and we kind of get led by the human. It almost feels like maybe somebody's leading you instead of you standing in your power. I don't know if that makes sense, but I would make note of that. Ha! Lisa, Dumb and Dumber. You are correct, my dear. If you reach out to me, I will give you a 2-minute quick connect because that was just fun. You are the first person I saw. So if somebody else says that they saw it, I am sorry. I saw hers first. This is the one I saw first. Lisa Hardman Powell. So Lisa, you will just message me on my business page, not my personal, my business page, and I'll get a code for you. I am booking a couple weeks out, so you won't get it right away, but okay. Oh, after she posted, a lot of people did. Yeah, yeah. Again, she said it first. I'm just on mine, and mine's what counts because that's what I see. Okay. I've had people, get upset about that. Okay. Yes, Christina, angel number. Lee Bijou, that's pretty. That's pretty. How can I help Tater? Interestingly enough, I hear by standing in your power. So that's by being authentic in how you express yourself. So if you feel like you should be doing something for Tater, I feel like that's what you need to do. Is that an animal versus a child? Miss Michelle, you've got flashes of light I see off to the side lately. I know I've got somebody with me, and your mom's with you, and I know you know that, and so is your brother. You've got the masculine as well, so you're not alone. You should not be concerned, but you should know that whenever step or and your loved ones are stepping forward like they are for you now, it's because they want to show support for you. And especially if we really struggle to connect to our loved ones when we were alive, when we pass, and we get to see our life review and we get to see the things we did, we want to make amends for that. We want to try to help people. So even people, and I know you know this, but even people that we didn't care for in life, that changes when we pass and we have our life review. Completely changes. Miss Sherry, I just love you. You guys are adorable. Okay. I was so broken when my spirit was hurt by a coworker that accused me of being unkind and not appreciative. But then I pointed out to her what actually happened. She never ever apologized. A lot of people who are pointing and poking at us do not apologize for the things they've done. And that is just a fact. And we have to forgive a lot of things that happen in this life with people that don't apologize, and we have to move through it. So I I could have, yes, Rita, but that would just push down those feelings and emotions. And instead, you did an amazing thing and you looked at it. Yeah, that's powerful right there. That's powerful. All alcohol does is serves to suppress. suppress our feelings and our emotions, drugs as well. And yes, I have an occasional white glass of wine, but I haven't, not all year. 29 days sober. I don't get drunk, just for the record. I used to, absolutely. But when I first started my mediumship, I was going to get some false courage and go get a drink, and so I could tell somebody what I do. And my guides were like screaming at me, nope, that isn't. And when you're not used to something screaming in your head, it's terrifying. So you just like, oh, okay. And so I turned right around and walked away from the alcohol. Yep, not going to do that today. My husband used to use that quote all the time. Myra, for you, I feel like gosh darn it, I can't think of his name. Hold on, I'm going to Google something for you. Oh shit, what'd I do? I'm a hot mess today. I don't know what I just did, and now I can't find that. Okay, found it. Hold on. For anybody new to me, I'm sorry. Congratulations. Okay, so Dr. Joe Dispenza is who I want to send you to. He has some pretty amazing meditations. They're all over YouTube. Let me see. Anybody watching this? I'm going to grab his page for you. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay. He has so much to teach us, so much. And I really feel like people who struggle with medical issues, with whether you're going through cancer diagnosis right now, or you are experiencing a lot of physical pain, even emotional pain, but no matter what those things are, I really think that he has some amazing tools for people. His meditation, some of them just like, because of the way he says it, I do know that his speech is imperative to the way he's causing shifts within. I'm just giving you a heads up because you may hear it and be like, nope, but I just want you to try it and give him an opportunity. Okay. World renowned. He has helped, dare I say, millions, but hundreds of thousands. He has like 773, blah, 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 blah. 773,000. But I highly recommend following him, watching his videos, learning how you can heal yourself is what his big thing is, and it's pretty beautiful. Okay. Kind. Oh, awesome. I love that you're going to try that. I do it when I'm connecting with other people's animals as well. Another thing that I do to get them more talkative, especially for the ones that are like, don't talk to her. I will walk. I will ask for the lead rope. I do a thing here where I do a haul in. I have an arena and a round pen. So I have people bring their animals to me and all, especially horses. Not dogs and cats at this stage, but horses. And I'll just walk, and then that will open up that conversation. So Connie, if you feel like the horse isn't communicating, just standing there, if you feel like you're not able to receive it, just go ahead and start moving them. Just walk them around patiently and quietly, and just keep doing it and just allow. Okay. Leah Bijou, she is a pug. So I would say that you already have some sort of an idea of how to help, but you're not trusting yourself because they were talking about kind of being authentic in your expression. Michelle, you are welcome. Kathy, does she have something with her eyes? All this, and I might not have your cat, but I am getting pulled to a lighter colored cat and almost like a multiple colors, but they're very soft, muted colors. Does that make any sense? And it could be herded. Okay, but I also kept getting eye boogers. Eye boogies. Tina. I love that you are able to recognize that you could do better, that you could feel better because you said you aren't doing well. Um, I would listen to some solfeggio, Solfeggio. There are different frequencies and they can raise our vibration and help us cleanse energy. Okay. If you think there's a lot of pressure in my head so that you are just feeling compacted, is that correct? Like you're just holding on to so much. It's time to get out of there, sweetheart. Solfeggio, and I will grab a link for you for that as well. YouTube is your friend. And what I love about this stuff is it's free. And free is powerful. I don't know if it's powerful, but I love it. To us to get outside of those feelings of being trapped. There's so many things we can do for ourselves. We just get so stuck sometimes thinking that we can't, but I'm here to tell you we can. I have seen it in my clients who have made major, beautiful shifts. And I've seen it within my own self and my own life. And I've had some pretty nasty experiences, but we all have, right? We've all gone through some shit. Okay, so Solfeggio, this one is all 9 of them. Oh, this takes you to Microsoft. I don't want to go to Microsoft. I want to stay on YouTube. And then I'm also hearing doctor's orders. I think we've got a gentleman coming forward for somebody. And my nose is starting to itch right at the same time. So we're just going to give him permission to step a little closer to see what he wants to share. How did I get outside of YouTube? Hold on, you guys are being very patient. Like, what the hell is she doing? I'm trying to find solfeggio frequencies. So, and I'm like all over the place right now. Meditative Mind. This is also a great channel, so I'll copy this link. You can listen to these when you're meditating. You can listen to these just before you go to bed. Tina, let's see if I can respond to you. Nope, it won't let me respond. I can block you. Not going to do that. I get 2 choices a month. So down below, right now, I'm sharing a link. Anybody can listen to this, help raise your vibration. There are different frequencies. I usually listen to the higher frequencies like the 963, the 852, the 639. Those are pineal gland, those are crown chakra, those are kind of connecting with spirit. But there are so many, well, there are 9. I feel like there's actually more than that, to be honest with you. But these are frequencies that can really help you depending on what you're working through. Okay. Okay. I think it can make you too vulnerable when you're spiritually open. Well, that is a wonderful post. Okay, so let's dig into that. It depends on, I feel like yes and no. Your vulnerability, we're strengthened through our knowledge of what we know. Lacking in our power, lacking in believing how strong and empowering we are is where we become vulnerable because we don't realize how strong we are. Oh, well, that's from my guides. Okay. You always have to work through it, they said. I think that's my ego, to be honest with you. At least that part. Always have to work through it. As she's shifting her consciousness of opportunities that present, and she'll become stronger in her abilities and her skills. The vulnerability usually comes early on in our path, but we become empowered when we realize how powerful we are. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So how do you Miss Kate? Sorry, Miss Kate. I will tell you there's different aspects to being spiritually open too, because you could be talking about being empathic, you could be talking about being a medium. Because if when we realize our mediumistic abilities and we are just leaking out into the universe, and we can learn how to control that by closing our door. I am closed to receive at this time. I will open later. I will open when I do readings. So you don't run out the door. Mind your business. Um, but at the same time, uh, well, no, I don't want to say at the same time. I want to say when we go out in public, we kind of close that off. Now, if I feel like I am in a dangerous situation, I will be like asking my guides, is there anything here I need to be aware of? If something makes me uncomfortable, I'll leave. Nope, not playing that. Okay. I always joke and say, if you see me running, you should run. Okay. Okay. And it's all good. And I get the sarcasm, but I still thought it was pretty awesome and it was a great thing to talk about. So it led me down that path. Okay. Kendra, that is a freaking awesome question. So her smoke alarms were going off earlier and there was no smoke. Was that a warning? I don't necessarily know that it was a warning for your house, but I do feel like it's something that's going on within the house that needs to be addressed. And I do think those kinds of things energetically in the home that has a lot of energy that they're casting out, making situations more powerful. Does that make sense? So, have you ever gone under a light pole when you're driving and the lights burn out? That's your energy. Have you ever had lights blink when that's your energy? So I do feel like it's somebody that's in the home. I do get the girl, so it could be a child. Okay. The last thing I would want to do is drain you. So yay. Kimberly, Dr. Joe, Bruce Lipton, and Greg Braden. Yes, 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 yes. Greg Braden is phenomenal. I've not heard of Bruce, so I will look him up. Thank you for sharing that. Um, Kimberly says that she follows me on Facebook and she's on YouTube right now, just who are watching. I know that's, well, it could be following on YouTube. I'm still trying to build that along with my Instagram page. They're not places that I go as much, so I don't. So I'm not as big there. And not that I'm big on Facebook because I'm not. But my reach is growing, which is really cool to see new people, new faces come in, which I think is amazing and it's exciting. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's 1:22, so I've been on here a bit. I do think I'm gonna close, yeah, about 45 minutes, close to it. So, I am gonna close. Um, I do come on as I can, as time allows, as energy allows. I do feel like this year the energy is definitely much bigger for me, so I'm just like, "Hell yeah, thank God. Woo!" So so yay. So, I think somebody's post, hold on. What am So first, I'm going to share this one. I missed Mel's post, but I'm sorry for the loss of your best friend. Oh, no, that's not true, Amber. No, that's not true. It does not. No, honey, I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree with you. You may be upset at me for that, and I have connected with people the day they died. And that was not on purpose. The person who I've done that for, because her name is also Amber, and she may be watching today, so she wants to speak up. She had a reading scheduled with me, not knowing that she would be called to her friends in an emergency. And her friend passed that morning, and she was actually at her friend's house when friend passed. And then when I did the reading with her, and I did not know this, and then her friend came through like that, they can come through immediately. It depends on many, many different aspects. So it could be you're in deep, deep grief. And that's usually why I ask people to give themselves time to wait before going to a medium, move through the grief. And that comes from personal experience. When my son died, I couldn't think, I couldn't process, I shut down. I hated everybody. It was just a hot mess. And it took me a good 6 months before it felt like the lights came on one day. I mean, and I was still going to work every day, and I had to, or I didn't get paid. Week off, maybe 5 days off. So I guess that's a work week. But I went right to work, and I literally had to compartmentalize everything just to get through the fucking day. And I remember sitting at work, and again, it was about 6 months in, and I was like, it was like somebody turned the lights on. So that is why I ask people to give themselves time. Now, sometimes people don't tell me that they just had somebody pass and they come and have a reading anyway. But I do ask that you give yourself time to start that process. Okay. Anyway, please know they can come through immediately. There's nothing stopping them. They usually wait around and attend their funerals and their services. Okay. All right. And I know I missed a lot of questions. So, oh, hugs to you, sweetheart. Thank you. It's like, but anyway, that's been my experience, and I can only work off of my experience. Okay. But to anybody who has recently lost somebody, please give yourself time to move through the grieving process, and please let yourself experience the grief. And it's painful and it's ugly and it hurts, and it can be beautiful when you start to move through it. It's a horrible, messy, beautiful. It's chaos at best. But grief will wait for you. And if you don't feel it now, in 10 years, you're going to be right where you are now. And you are not going to want that. I guarantee that. Okay. Okay. Amber, and that can be ego too, sweetheart. So Amber is asking, is that why I cannot connect? And sometimes for our own energies, it's a little more difficult because ego comes in. You may go to another medium and ask for some assistance with that. Yeah, see, Mary was, thank you for sharing that, Mary. And that wasn't intentional either. Is that correct? But he was like, boop, pop in. Okay. So those are great questions. I love those so much. I do want to say there was one that I saw regarding the, I do want to answer this real quick. Lots of changes at the restaurant recently. Manager change. Yep. So you're stirring up some shit in there, which message me. That's perfect timing for next week, right? Okay. So Derek, when you have a second, if you're seeing this, and I'll try to remember to post for you too, to reach out via Facebook Messenger. All right. Okay, you guys, with that, I am going to close. I have not eaten yet today, and I'm actually getting hungry. So I'm going to go grab some snacks. Thank you for the opportunity to connect with you and for you. I would love to have you join my Facebook subscriber page. There are some fun perks in there that others aren't going to get to make it, worth your energy, with your financial offering. All right. Again, I love you guys. Thanks for the opportunity. And please remember, everybody is experiencing something. So be kind. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Okay.